my beautiful soul warriors, warriors of the light, the ones who choose to see and who choose to work very hard for God, right? That's what we're doing here this lifetime. So welcome to my channel. My name is Juniper Bloom Mystique. I am the one who brought about the ascension, so I will give a little disclaimer. My messages are a little different. I am not normal. I am literally the one who brought about the ascension. Okay, so you're going to hear me talk about things like pyramids and Jesus and Mary Magdalene and twin flames, and I am the one who performed the resurrection of Christ, which was uniting the twin souls. Okay, people don't realize that. I have a lot of answers on my channel, and I'm calling you guys my spirit tribe because you're willing to see beyond the illusion. You're willing to do the work it takes required in this lifetime to help what we have done to help the ascension. Okay, so you can be starseeds, light workers tend to find me, but more than anything, you're warriors. We are warriors of the light. We are spirit warriors. Okay, which is also another name for that in Native American tribe is Hanya. So my beautiful Hanya, good morning to you. Thank you for joining me. I encourage you to like and subscribe and stay on this channel because there's a lot of things here that you are going to see. Not to mention, I guarantee your ascension. Well, I can't guarantee your ascension, but I can give you everything there to ascend. The work is on you though, right? Like you have to do the work, okay? So this is my Twin Flame Thursday. I'm going to do a Twin Flame energy read for the masculine and feminine. But before I do that, I got a little bit of info I want to give to you guys, okay? So twin flames is not a normal journey. Not everybody's a twin flame. The reason why is because, well, one, it's difficult, right? So a lot of people don't choose to. It takes a process to become a twin flame. So basically it started out with Eve and Adam, if you want to call them that. God had a daughter, and God's daughter had a twin soul. So it required two, a male and a female. It's masculine and feminine, right? That is God's love. It is masculine and feminine coming together to create the most balance and love and light possible, okay? And that is what I had to unite in order to ascend the planet, all right? So Adam and Eve came about. They're twin souls. So what Spirit told me, through my awakening, I found out who I am. I'm not normal. I've told you that. I've raised Atlantis. I activated pyramids. I did all these things, okay? It's not normal, and it's a lot. It's not easy. Most people would be like, oh, I would give anything to be that person. I don't think you would, okay? I don't think it's painful. It was very painful, and boy, do I get judged a lot, even to this day, okay? Because they don't understand it. So that's the thing. Twin flames are not an easy journey. It's not normal for most people to even fathom what that means, okay? It truly is two souls walking around separate, but together. Okay, we're connected. So that is what I had to unite with the twin souls, was their soul alignment. Boop, 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 boop. Our DNA, our chakras are combined. At least the higher up frequency ones combine that way. We combine in a very big way. So DNA, okay? I am genetically now combined with my twin soul. Okay, and I've had two of them. So my first one died. So when I combined with the next one, then I had to go through a whole new process of ego elimination for this one, getting to understand who this person is. Like, it's not an easy journey, okay? So twin souls is a very difficult journey. But the reason it's difficult is it's because it's about your highest and best self. So when the planet was created, and all the planetary systems that go with it, I've actually saw that process happening in my awakening journey while I was moving Atlantis and sitting on Saturn and doing all of these things. I was actually hypnotized in the beginning of my journey by a gentleman who freaked out and ran. Well, won't talk to me anymore. I got scared, which freaked me out because I didn't know who I was at the time. But he hypnotized me. And I went to this place, and I basically went to God. And that's why he was freaked out. He's like, this doesn't ever happen. Like, he's done hundreds and hundreds of hypnotists or sessions, whatever you want to call them. And lo and behold, I went straight to God. I saw things, like I can see things. I saw how the planets were created. Yeah, they were created. They were all created together. And each planet has different energy, which helps pull the change of tides, right? It helps the earth go around. It's all related, okay? And so Adam and Eve were created on earth. They were the twin souls who built the earth. Okay, it belonged to Adam and Eve, which is apparently who I am. At least that's what Spirit has told me. And it's been a lot to process, so please don't judge. This is not about an ego-based thing. This is about holy shit. This is who we all are. This is what is happening in this lifetime. That's why the ones who find me, maybe you find me in baseline, you're not quite awake yet, but stick around, and I'm probably going to be a catalyst in your awakening. Okay? So I just ask you, don't judge. Like, watch these things. These are all relevant and proven. I can't deny them if I tried. They're all recorded. It's been a process of my own awakening journey since 2019. But we are the ones who built the earth, okay? This is my earth. This is my planet. Not only did I resurrect Christ, and I'm the only one who succeeded in doing so, and I also brought about the ascension, took us into 7D, so that alone would make this my planet, but it already was. I remember when I had my awakening too, not the hypnotist, I got somebody who'd done a reading for me, and they're like, I don't think you know how powerful you are. She's like, wait until you see. And she's like, wait until you see your connection with the earth. None of this made sense to me at the time. And then when I told her I raised Atlantis, she freaked out. She's like, oh my God. Like, everybody gets scared. Try being that person, right? So with twin souls, it's like you have rankings of twin souls. All right. And we are like not normal, right? Like human mindset would say it's impossible. Okay. None of us are really humans, especially gods and goddesses, Adam and Eve and God. I'm a direct descendant of God, so I have thousands of chakra systems, like thousands of chakras. And Spirit actually said this in one of my workshops where I took us into 7D. Okay, so I had to clear all the karma back to Adam and Eve in order to unite Jesus and Mary Magdalene. So that's the thing, is Adam and Eve were separated. Adam killed Eve. I died. I saw myself die in Atlantis. It's the heart, the earth's heart, right? It's like the light, the white flame. Then Jesus and Mary Magdalene, same thing happened to them. So they got the masculine and the feminine side between those two. And I still can't figure out, though, like, I'm not getting a clear answer if Jesus and Mary Magdalene is Adam and Eve. Right? I feel like there is a connection there. But again, this is all part of my awakening, so I get pieces as they come. But this is my earth, heart of the planet, okay? Twin souls are highest souls on a mission to know true unconditional love. So the way you become a twin soul, or the reason you become a twin soul, is because you have done what it takes to learn what unconditional love is, and you develop so much love for yourself in the process that you become two, right? And so that's why God made Adam and Eve. God made Eve, and he wanted Adam to protect her. That's what my DM is supposed to do with me. Protect me, like, you know what I mean? Be that masculine energy to the divine feminine counterpart, all right? So it's a feminine and a masculine, twin souls, and that is the leader of this world. It was never meant to be a division of presidency and kings and power. No, this is literally my planet, and this is not an ego thing. Please do your research. It is not an easy journey that I have gone on. I have almost died. I have people unfollowing my channel because they go into judgment, and they assumed that I messed up the journey because my DM didn't show up, and that's not true. I know exactly how to unite twin souls, okay, and I'll tell you that too. I'll tell you exactly what you got to do to unite, because the reason twin souls are created is because they understand God's love, okay? They have done the work, they have cleared karma, they've gone through lifetimes, they are loving creatures of God's light. And you have rankings. I am a leader of the 144,000, and so is my DM. Well, he was. He has to earn that right back. Just because we have to step into something that's not normal, okay? So he has to be ready to be like, yeah, this is me, and take the judgments. And they hurt. People are fucked up. I'm not kidding you. Like, they hurt, okay? That's why we always say, like, be careful with judgments, because when it comes to God, and that's not of the light, right? So you're causing damage. And that's what the DM is afraid of. And I don't blame him. That's why I told him before, is if he would show up, he wouldn't have to be on here. He wouldn't have to show his face, okay? It takes a lot to be able to do that. It takes a real thick skin, because it hurts like a son of a bitch. Because even after this last time, my DM was supposed to show up again, I was aligned. I did everything Spirit said. I was in balance. I can tell you exactly how to align with your twin soul. I know, because if I didn't succeed in that, I wouldn't have united Jesus and Mary Magdalene, okay? I had to be aligned, and I had to be you know what I mean, like heart-centered, doing everything that I could do. Because when you're a twin soul, you're willing to let go of all the bullshit that isn't love. All right, you're willing to accept all the trials and tribulations and learn to love yourself. It becomes an internal journey of self-development and self-growth. And you're willing to do it on the levels that others are not. That's a twin soul. Okay? That's why they grow and they develop into masculine and feminine. That's your counterparts. Right? We have it inside of us. We're not equal parts light and dark. That was fake. It should be equal parts masculine and feminine. And that's what they took away from us when they killed Adam and Eve, and Jesus and Mary Magdalene were separated, and Jesus was murdered. That's not a lie. Watch my videos, okay? I resurrected Jesus this Christmas, right? And that was the return of the twin souls. And my DM and I were supposed to do it, and he didn't show again because I have a new one. My other one died. It's a long, complicated story. And this is the true story. This will be in the Bible. This will be the new book of what happened. I don't doubt that. There was actually supposed to be somebody that had the downloaded Bible, but they didn't complete their mission, right? And so that's what it's truly about. That's why I say my soul warrior tribe, right? Like, spirit warriors, we are here to develop and learn and master self-growth and self-love, and you can't unite with your twin soul until you are on that path, until you are heart-centered actions. So, like, I had to quit. I actually got fired that year. Jesus, Spirit moved me here right after my awakening, and then I lost my job, and I'd never been fired in my life. They actually illegally fired me, and I was like about to sue them, and Spirit's like, don't panic, and I'm like, I just lost my, they're like, don't panic, and then I broke my toe, and they're like, pay attention to what I'm saying to you, and I'm like, oh, okay. So it was like a process of learning who I was, okay? And so if I focused on my psychology career that is not my heart center, I can't unite with my twin soul. Do you understand me? And so it's not easy. That's why most people, it's a journey of the twin soul. Like, it's a journey of the soul to become that. It's almost like if I do the work and I release and I heal and I learn what unconditional love is, and I go against trials and tribulations and I'm able to see outside of them and bypass them, and I am on my way to ascension of a soul. Okay? That's truly, it's like God's love. You have to understand unconditional love, and you do the work on the inside in order to get there. Which is why twin souls, if we do what other people do on the outside and with karmic relationships, and we're always like trying to, hey, I need you to come here, or I need this and I need that, it's a repellent. They will repel. If you're not healing yourself on the inside, you can't unite. Okay, and that's why I've tried to tell you guys is what I've had to do to not only unite my twin soul and I, who got thwarted by a fallen angel. That's not a joke. I had to beat all the fallen angels. I did. I was attacked several times and almost died, okay? And my DM did die. And then the fallen angels were pushed out, and the dome came about, and I got a new DM. Now he's having to learn, and I'm having to learn him, and I wish he would get it through his head that we have to unite. Like, I really do. I wish the DM would get it. But this is what I mean, is like he's on his own journey to rise into the highest love. He has to accept his heart. Okay? And that's not an easy thing to do. And people wanted to blame me. Oh, it's your fault he didn't show up. You're affecting me and you need to do something different. No, I don't. Okay? If I didn't understand twin souls, I wouldn't be one. And I would not have united Jesus and Mary Magdalene and cleared all the karma back to Adam and Eve, which is who I am. Okay? Which is why my arm got destroyed and I couldn't have surgery. Like, I went through hell. It was one of the most painful experiences you can imagine. And then to end it, which is why recently on my channel you'll even hear Spirit telling me, I know how much pain you've been in. You guys don't understand the pain that it caused me, the heartbreak I have gone through, the death of my own twin soul into a new person who just can't seem to care about me, I feel, like it's, and that's not accurate. So that's what I mean. A twin soul is somebody who's willing to see and do the work it requires of unconditional love. And that is not easy in this false world that goes against unconditional love at every turn. Every turn, every time you turn around, it's going against unconditional love. Judgments is not unconditional love. And I have lost so many spiritual people through this journey to judgments. Like I said, there was supposed to be somebody who had the download of the Bible. They're way far from where they should have been. It's really sad. They went into judgment. Jeez, right? Like, this happens time and time and time again. There was a couple of people who were supposed to be helping with the earth balance and the weather patterning. people have fallen off their journey because they're not willing to do the work. They're not willing to step outside of judgment and realize there's more than meets the eye. It's an internal growth journey, and that requires letting things go and coming into further unconditional forms of love. Okay, and that's not easy. It's not. And on my own twin soul journey, one of the things that I'm having to let go, and then I realized was not mine. I don't think this was mine. Maybe on a little piece. They're saying a little bit of it was. But this new twin souls triggered me to have to heal different layers, right? And now it's the acceptance, like if I give out love and it's not returned, it doesn't exist. Because I keep giving out love and it's not returned. And I have to come into higher forms of love and understanding that even though it's not returned, he loves me. How do you believe that, right? Especially after my first one tried to kill me and stuff. And so this is what I'm trying to tell you. There's different levels of twin flames. Like the De La Roca guy, he's like 2 levels down. From me, I'm the highest one you can get. I am the chosen one. I am what they call a prophet, and that's a lot to eat. That's a lot to swallow. I'm not ego-driven. Otherwise, I would already be a millionaire because of all of this. Every time Spirit would be like, get out there and put your face out there, like people would hurt me, and I would shut down. Okay, that's the way it is. So I want you to consider this. My DM and I come through the ruby rays, which is what these ones here are. Other DMs and other twin souls come through the yellow rays, sapphire rays. We all have different representations of rays. What do the rays mean? I'm about to start my Light Healer Academy. You can become Light Healer certified for 7D, 5D and 7D, but that's kind of what I will be teaching in there is the different acclamations of the light, what they represent, different healer types that are represented within different rays, and the purpose of the rays and things like that. We're going to get into that more as we go, but each twin soul comes through different rays. Each twin soul level also connects to a different degree. So like, let's say my DM and I are connected in such a way nobody will ever be able to get there because of our chakra system. So we're direct descendants of God. We are. This is why God married us. It's all played out on my channel. Please don't judge me. Watch the videos, okay? Because judgments don't just hurt me. They hurt you. You fall behind in the light. Do you understand? You do. You can get blocked very quickly for judgment because it's not God. It's very painful. It's ego, right? So my DM and I are connected in such a way, like, oh my God, it can be very painful. Like my solar plexus was hurting. I've been crying for days. My throat will hurt. Like I don't understand it. He doesn't understand it. He didn't show up. And so there's like this horrible pull. We're connected DNA-wise. We're connected on every level. Where as you go down in the rankings or in the soul compartments, right, capacities of the different twin souls, they have different abilities. So we all have telepathy to a degree. Music, right? Music exchanges, especially from the masculine to the feminine, very big. Which is funny because when I met my DM, he sang to me, and I was like, I was confused because I sing. I sing all the time. I used to love my voice, and I'll sing very loudly when I clean. And so he had heard me do that, and then he sang to me outside. This was before we were connected, and our hearts went poof, like that, and it was very strange. Right? Like I had no idea, but that's true. We are very musically connected. So true twin souls. But again, keep in mind there's layers, okay? There are ones that are close to our connection, and then it kind of like falls off. And what that means is they're individuals who have cleared karma. They've loved so much that they are mastering that level, okay? They're becoming to where they're mastering unconditional love, the ability to understand love, and God. Not everybody still can become a twin soul. You can. So here's the thing I want to talk to you guys about too is with my DM, he was not a twin soul. Nope. What happened to me has never happened before in life. Okay, when my DM died, Spirit was like, we have a plan. I'm like, okay, we had no idea what was coming. August 30th of this year, I knew my DM was kind of becoming a fallen angel because his heart was becoming black because of what he was doing to me and the ascension and everything. And so God did bypass some things, right? He's like, this has never been done before. You're going to get a walk-in, but a switch of so I have a different soulmate now. It's no longer David. David became something else. David, as we knew him, did die. I think he had a heart attack. I couldn't find the obituary. I don't know his, I don't remember his last name. I only met him briefly. We only dated for a short period of time, but we knew we were twin souls, and it was so powerful. And then we energetically connected like a year later. But yeah, so just, keep in mind that there's different layers. You'll have telepathy. I can hear thoughts. My demon and I will get direct thoughts. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? Where others, it's a little more fainted. You know what I mean? Like, there is telepathy. There is music exchange, emotional exchange. We can feel each other's emotions. But again, it's different rankings. And so others do not have the connection I have with my DM, which makes it a little difficult for me to understand their connection. I just have to, take it down a few levels. And that's what Spirit tells me. But in order to align with your twin flame, you can, because I'm carrying both lights, but it's on you now. Like, I've done all the work, I've cleared all the karma, and the 144,000 is twin flames. Those are God's tribe. They're the ones who carry Christ's light. Okay? Because they have mastered unconditional love. They are mastering what love is. And they do this through a lot of pain. You know what I mean? A lot of growth and a lot of pain. So you can bypass things. God can determine, like they did with my DM, that he was more heart-centered and focused and ready. And so they allowed him to become a twin soul in this lifetime when David died. Okay? David died. My twin soul part of his soul went into my new DM. So I got a new soulmate because that one was no good. Right? It was tainted. So then his soul became like something else. We were laughing. We were like, is it a bird? Like, it became something else. The rankings way went down because he kind of went backwards in his development, unfortunately. Okay, and so my new DM was able to rise up into a twin soul where he was not one already. He was not born into a twin soul. He's never been a twin soul, and now he is. And fuck, he bypassed everybody. And so God must think this guy is very special, right? And I try to hold on to that. I'm like, why doesn't he love me? I don't know. I don't know this person. But God must think he's very special because he was able to bypass every level of twin soul. And so I have to hold it in my heart, like, maybe he really does love me. And on Valentine's Day, I just channeled a love letter to him that came from my heart. And really did say that he chose from a space of love. Okay, and so most individuals have a really hard time being heart-centered. In order for you to unite with your twin soul, no matter who you are, you have to be heart-centered. That means you have to let go of the matrix. Uniting in 3rd D is very difficult, okay? You got to be more heart-centered. You have to be in balance, which is why I did the course for Balance for Prosperity. There's more to that, okay? And focused inward on you and self-development and joy. So if you're in a positive state, you're in the self-development state where every day you're just trying to better you. You're in progress of doing better, like working towards goals and stuff, especially heart-centered goals, and you're in balance. And then you just open to that love. Do you understand? Because they're higher frequency relationships. They're not meant to be in 3D. That's kind of what Earth became about, is when it became commandeered and it went down in vibration, we had to get back to love. All right? And that's what the Sphynx would talk about. The pharaoh that created the Sphynx talked about that. It's our way path back to love. So when I activated the Sphynx, we talked about that. Some will hear the call. That's in the heart. Twin flames unite from the heart. The call is heard from the heart. So heart-centered, right? I'm a psychology degree. I've been in the psychology field for a very long time. That is not my heart-centered. My heart centers, I'm a master healer. I'm an ascension master. I'm a course creator and a modality creator. So I create spells. I write them. Apparently, according to Spirit, that I designed the whole ascension myself. And that's one thing they were laughing about, and they told me a while ago, is you designed this. And I'm like, what? That took a lot for me to understand. I designed the way I was going to do the ascension. I had the plan, and I implemented it quite well, and I came from a place of blindness, just like everybody else on this planet. So I had to come through that veil. I had my awakening. It was very painful, and I felt those nudges, and I just surrendered moment to moment to moment to moment. Okay? Which is why on the twin flame journey, when people went into judgment against me, it hurt more than anything, because they don't know the pain that I was feeling. They don't know the things that I was doing and the hard work that I was accomplishing, and I was actually succeeding. So here's the thing, is I had people emailing me, telling me they don't want to work with me anymore. I'm messing up on the DM journey, basically. It's my fault he didn't show, kind of thing, and something has to change. And Spirit was like, oh, no, no, no. Spirit literally told me, stick up for yourself. That person and I need to separate for a little while. And I'm okay with that. I get them the fuck away from me, because this is what happens. Okay, and this is why only certain individuals can be twin flames. Because most people don't understand that level of love. Most people go into judgment. Alright, and that's kind of what the earth was about, clearing all this karma. Twin flames don't always unite at this level in that frequency, because they're there to clear mass amounts of karma. Okay? Which is why people like me, I had so much karma I had to clear, because I cleared all karma back to Adam and Eve. Okay? So higher frequency beings will clear more karma than others. Alright? And so the DM was only struggling with surrendering to that fear and following his heart space. But this guy must be something special, because God let him bypass every level of twin flame. He was not a twin soul. Okay. So that's kind of your rankings in twin flames. The 144,000 are the only ones who can carry Christ's light. They are the ones being activated. Star seeds and light workers, that's the 144,000. We did lose a few. And I was supposed to have at least like 10 apostles helping me, because that's biblical. What I did is biblical. We were supposed to have somebody with a new Bible. We were supposed to have somebody helping the weather. But the twin flame journey hit, and people went into judgment and got cut off from the light. Thing about judgment is, can we make a mistake? Yeah, as long as we're paying attention and we pull ourselves back out. But I would be very careful with going into things you don't understand. Okay? Jesus and Mary Magdalene were twin souls. Adam and Eve were twin souls. Right? And that's kind of what the story depicts a little bit. God had Eve first. Kind of like the same time, right? Adam was there to protect Eve. It's a masculine and feminine. We have to have both. We are not darkness and light. We are masculine and feminine. So that's why twin flames, twin souls are very important to me. But it is one journey where I end up hating people, no offense. Like, forgive me, I don't hate anybody. But it becomes very painful. The judgments from people have been off the charts insane. I can feel them, I can hear them, I can feel them, and they cut through the light. Like, it's not of the light. And so that just kind of shows you, it's like people don't understand unconditional love, which is why not everybody's a twin flame. And like some humans, right, are very limited in exposure, so very limited in where they've been across the galaxy, but we're all multiple beings. You're alien, I'm alien, dude, we're all aliens, okay? Let's get over this little limited mind space that we're the only ones existing and we're all humans. No, very far from the reality, okay? So, it is not my responsibility at this point to unite twin souls. That is your own, because I am carrying both lights. So even though my DM didn't show up, God has bypassed things to make things right, because I was the one who kept rising, kept going, and kept making the marks, and kept bringing them down, and kept taking it further. So I did it all by myself against my own twin soul. Okay, I did it against the masculine. So that is why, again, when my DM didn't show up, I got the light back, which makes me swell up. That's why I don't look the same, and I get a little bitter about that. I'm like, the masculines hurt me so bad that I now look ugly. That's how I feel. I'm not the same person. And people just want to judge me. Oh, she's crazy. She just can't do it right. Blah, blah, blah. We don't want to work with her. We don't want to follow her. And little do you know that you're not paying attention to what's really happening. And you're hurting yourself. The ascension truly is very real. And those that can hear the call get to go. Those that don't cannot. And your level of understanding determines your space and time. Alright? And that's what determines twin souls from not twin souls. Is our level of understanding, our capability of rising into higher frequencies, and to being able to take on Christ's light. Because only those who understand love in that way can take on Christ's light. But it's also only those who are willing to surrender to soul's growth in that way. Alright? So, my spirit warriors, the ones who actually can hear me, the ones who aren't so afraid, because I know people are probably afraid to even work with me, You're taking those leaps of faith. You're taking those moments to grow in your soul and to also help the ascension in a way you've never known. Okay? So my DM, whoever you are, God allowed you to bypass many things. So in truth, you must be a good soul. Okay? What you guys don't realize is what I went through. I want you to try to imagine that. You're energetically connected to one twin flame who kept trying to bring you down. You almost died. I kept trying to bring him up. I freed his soul. I brought the ascension on my own, and in the end, he still refused to come. God took his light back and had to kill him. So then I felt the death. I had to provide the avenue for the death to occur, which sucked, which was my workshop. I tried to back out. I didn't want to do it. So I felt his heart stop. And then in my processing that, like, I went into kind of a panic. And God was like, calm down. We have to hurry up. And I saw him take the soul out and put it into my new DM. And that moment, the song changed. It went into Thriller. I can't remember what it used to be. It was my old DM and my song, Strength or something. You were my strength when I... Like, that one was playing. And then as soon as they switched the souls, the song changed to, like, Thriller, where the darkness is gone. I think it was Thriller one. It might have been a different one, but it was a Michael Jackson one where the darkness was gone. So it's very strange, okay? And I'm, like, trying to process all this. I'm doing the best that I can. I didn't have time to really grieve. I was trying to work, trying to stay in balance, trying to get my balance on here so that everybody can see what the ascension truly is, where I'm like, do I really want people to see me? And Spirit's like, we have to, right? And then I have people judging me. I have people come to this channel, they don't want to watch long, they turn quickly. Even people who've worked with me became very cold and hurt me very badly. And it's because they don't understand. They're not taking the time to sit with it. They're not taking the time to look for truths, to ask Spirit, to be seen, to be shown the truth. It's like that veil, right? Like, can you really see beyond the veil? Can you see beyond the manipulation? Judgment is not of the light. And if you go into judgment, do you think you're going to be able to rise into a twin soul? No. No. There's reasons. It's like, okay, if I'm not a twin soul, do I want to get jealous? I wouldn't. Fuck no, it hurts. That's one of the hardest journeys. But that's also what makes us separate. Okay? Me, totally different. I wasn't made the same. Alright? And that's why I am so different. That's why my messages are so different. They're quite layered, too. Like, holy shit. And that's why Spirit calls me what they call me. The title that I have, I didn't create. I'm an Ascension Master, Master Healer, and Divine Guide. Am I a coach? The reason they call me a Divine Guide is because it is the highest guidance possible. And that's why Spirit gets mad at me when I don't want to do my videos. They're like, you have to be of service. And I'm like, but I am. I'm saving people's lives every day on the crisis line. They're like, no. You have to be of service. And I'm like, but I already am of service. Hello, it's not heart-centered. This is being of service. I have to put out the truth. And some people don't want to hear it. Some people would rather follow somebody fake like Teal Swan, who makes sure she looks beautiful, has lots of people helping her. I do everything by myself. And when my twin soul, I had to take on the blue light, I swelled up. That's why I look the way I do. Not only that, he also gave me a blood clot when he took off with the fallen angel. My whole physical vessel went down. I was very beautiful, very skinny. And it just, 33. My arm got destroyed. Like, Jesus did so many healings on this arm just so I can function normally. And he was like, you'll do healings again, because I was supposed to massage my DM to draw in that light and do healing. And I'm still supposed to. And when he left with the fallen angel, they attacked my arm, and I couldn't have surgery. And so they literally had to squeeze my bones back together, and they didn't quite line them up quite right. But through all the healings that I had from Jesus and myself, I'm 100% functional, except I can't do push-ups. Okay, so this journey for the ascension and what I had to do and what the twin souls are should be respected. And I will start bringing that through the right way. Okay, twin souls are very important. Jesus and Mary Magdalene are twin souls. Adam and Eve are twin souls. I am Adam and Eve. So is my DM. And I don't know, though, if we're still Jesus and, like, it may be, like, different lifetimes. That is kind of, like, I feel like that. Like, I feel like maybe there's a connection there. Maybe it's a representation of just a different life. I don't know. There's still some things I don't have all the answers to, but that's because it's part of my awakening. In 2019, I had a Kundalini awakening. I didn't know any of this stuff. I didn't know about twin souls. I thought that was a joke. Like, I really did. Like, I didn't even never think I had a soulmate. I've been nothing but abused. I was married once for almost 9 years. I was very abusive. I knew him for 20. And he was actually going to kill me. So there's a lifelong restraining order against him that I didn't even know about. Okay, they found that themselves and put it on him. And so when I had my awakening, I was not in a spiritual mindset. I knew what it was. My grandmother did tarot cards and things, but I always associated with druggies. And so I was like, nope, not for me. And so the pyramids, I only knew of the ones in Egypt, right? Like, that's what, I didn't know about the ones I activated. Who knew there's a pyramid in the water in Fiji? Who knew Fiji was once the root chakra and is now again, because I cut off life support to Mount Shasta. Okay, so you see what I mean? Like, all of this stuff kind of came through me as I was awakening. Okay, and so try that out for size. Like, you are in a normal life, and all of a sudden your life gets hit, everything changed, all these things keep coming through, and you just keep surrendering. And people keep calling you names, treating you bad, trying to keep you down, including spiritual people who tried to take me out from under me. Like, it was rough. Okay, so be very careful with judgments. Please be very careful with them. Take some time to watch my journey. You know, like, that's what boggles my mind. Barely anybody watched the resurrection of Christ. Do you think I'm lying and making it up? I'm surely not. And I'm sure you can get proof. Watch my whole journey. Watch it unfold. It's all right here for you. From what Mount Shasta was, to what Fiji is, to what Lake Titicaca is, which was the heart of Atlantis. I know because that's where they showed me, and I built my own pyramid there. What does that mean? I built a fucking pyramid. And it's part of the chakra system of the earth now. And it is at Lake Titicaca. And you can watch my whole entire journey and watch this unfold. I am the highest twin soul. A direct descendant of God. Okay? Twin souls are very important and they need to be respected. But in order to unite, it's very difficult because we don't usually unite in a lifetime. So you have to start, what are my masks, right? Let me unlayer the masks. So why do I do it? Because the more you heal, the more your counterpart heals. The more you accept, like, letting go of patterning and things, the more your counterpart does. The more you're in balance and heart-centered, you're drawing them in. Okay, we can only unite when we're our best selves. Right? Which is where I was, again, at Christmas time. I was there a whole entire year, which is how I saved my twin soul's soul. I had to follow Spirit's directions every step of the way, no matter what people thought of me or did. And that's why the focus wasn't on fame and fortune at first. It was on getting through the ascension, making sure we all survived. And I did something nobody else could do. I united Jesus and Mary Magdalene. Never been done before. Other people have tried, apparently. I'm the only one who can activate pyramids. Which Tesla was pretty accurate about, by the way, with pyramids. He would talk about how they were energy hubs. They are capable of holding energy. So when I activated them, I've talked about this, I took my light and I took the light of the sun, Christ's light, I had already brought it down, and I also used my light for my Kundalini energy and the light of the sun. And I brought them all the way into the pyramids. The pyramids would lift up and turn and put them back down. And some would expand, some would change, and I would do this multiple times. And so I do believe back in Atlantis, it made sense for what he talked about is crystals. The heart of Atlantis was this beautiful white crystal. It was this beautiful crystal holding the white light, which also went into my heart. And I've talked about crystals. I've used crystals on my journey to remove snakes from my own chakras, the power growth, right? Crystals are very powerful. They're very real. And so the pyramids were like energy hubs that would hold crystals. And it would be absolute energy centers. And so if you think about it, I activated all female pyramids, and I took us into 7D, and those pyramids will remain active. Okay? And then when I activated the portal of time, you can't undo that, and you can never do it again. It was a one and done. That was the black hole I think I took us through. I don't know. There is a black hole there, though. That's the one that everything's going bye-bye through, too. It's like calling out all the energy through it and stuff. And you're going to see people just die, but all the darkness is being pulled out through that portal of time, and that is also what started people to call home. Okay? Welcome to the ascension. It is absolutely the end of ways. It is absolutely biblical, but not biblical. It is God's rapture. And I'm the one who got to bring it about. It was not easy. And I remember even when I was activating pyramids, the angels were like, don't give up, because I was so tired already. Because I was using my light. I was swelling up. My heart became enlarged. And I almost died then too. My heart became enlarged because I was giving my light. And I was activating all the pyramids. I had to do it that way. Guys, it's nuts. So please respect the twin souls. Okay? Now I'm going to do a quick tune-in to see what we could do right now, because again, my DM still didn't come. I feel very sick every day because the separation kills me. He should know this by now. And he's just, but again, we have to be in balance, and you can only unite at certain times, so like he can come every day. That's what people don't understand. You have to be aligned just right, and there's certain opportunities to unite. Okay? And if you think about it, it's a repellent. So if you're doing work on yourself, that's the best place to be. What else do we need to see for the masculine and the feminine at this time to grow, to help in the situation? What do we need right now to unite? Each one of you are already carrying Christ's light as long as you're open to it. Now, just because I put it out there and you're meant to have it doesn't mean you automatically get it. You have to do the work. The work is on you. I cannot do the work for you. I've already done everything that I had to do. I love these cards. Oh my God. I don't want to pull any other cards. I'm going to cry. Soulmate. And I don't know why I'm putting them there. I'm used to my camera being over here. I have soulmate. Okay. And courage. And that's where we're at. That's what I'm telling you. Is I have cleared so much stuff. I have done everything that I can do. So it's up to you now. All right. So if you want to unite with yours, let's say if your twin soul completely denies that, God will interfere for you. Okay. Because we all have Christ's light within us. All right. We are supposed to unite. That is what is protecting us in the ascension. Okay. That's why I had to do it the way I did it. Even though we haven't fully all come together, I'm housing both lights. The DNA activations were done. Chakras were, I combined you and your chakras, your root, your solar plexus, all of that, your heart. And so you're already connected. So it's on you to stay in balance, heart-centered. You got to get heart-centered, not matrix shit, not stuff that's going to survive, not going to survive in the ascension. You know what I mean? It can't be fake reality. It has to be what our heart-centered actions are. And so that really does tie into the light body that you are, the rays that you come through, you know what I mean? And stay in balance. And all you have to do is be working on yourself on the inside. Okay, why do I do the things that I do? Just become a better person of yourself every day, staying in balance and staying heart-centered. And being ready for the love of your life. But don't have expectations, because you block it. That's what twin flames do, is like you will become a repellent if you're just like doing what the karmics would do. Okay, can't do that. It's the highest possible relationship, right? Which is why the only thing that I did wrong is I went into a negative space, and I didn't mean to, but I was actually processing all of what happened. I was also purging it and processing it, so you guys need to understand that too. And did anybody help me? Nope. They treated me like shit and bunked out, okay? And that's the problem. It's like people don't understand. They don't understand how difficult this journey is. They don't understand what we have to do to unite. And why we're even uniting in this lifetime, because we don't usually unite. Let me repeat that. Higher twin souls don't usually unite. It's to clear karma in a lifetime, and we help the planet in that way. But we're doing it this time because we have to. So we usually unite on the other side. And I'm literally married. I am married by God to my DM. So if I go be with anybody else, that's cheating. I don't want anybody else. He is all I want. Okay? So I need you guys to understand that. Alright? Please don't judge me. It hurts. What really hurt is all the pain that I went through, and watching people unfollow my channel, watching people judge me, especially people who supposedly understood the journey. It's painful. And I'm like, why, God? Why am I doing all of this just for people to not understand it and to hurt me? But yet if I go and I just be like everybody else who's not bringing about the journey and not being emotionally affected, and I just get to talk about it and tell you guys things, y'all would treat me totally differently. I mean, we would get the random squugglers who would say we're crazy or conspiracy theorists. But no, instead I get people going horrible things at me. Okay? So be careful. There's so much going on here we don't understand. And it is not an easy journey. It is not an easy journey to come from your heart space when everybody around you says you're fucking crazy for doing so. And then you're all alone. Because that's the harshness of the reality in which we came from. Alright? So my friends, courage and soulmate. And that is what I pulled for the DM and DF right now. Okay? That's all it takes is a little bit of courage to align with that soulmate. And if you think I'm fucking up, you're wrong. Go follow somebody else, please. But if you're here and you're part of the Spirit Warriors and you're part of God's light and you know what it takes to bypass that false veil and actually see the light and follow the light and do the self-growth and the self-worth and the surrendering from moment to moment, then I am here for you and I will make your world go round and help you ascend in every way. You are what is needed, my friends. We need you. God needs you. The earth needs you. And that is what's going to help everybody else grow out of the messed up shit that is not real. So thank you for being you. Thank you for being here, to those that listen to me. And to my DM, congratulations. Because I don't think you realize the opportunity you have. It's not light. To be God's warriors, God doesn't take that shit lightly. So congrats if you are. And if you can hear it. And I would encourage you to keep going. Spread the word. And realize what life really is, what crazy really is, and what reality really is. Because I don't know about you all, but I'm ascending. And this is my earth. So, let's be contributors, not defectors. Alright? So much love to all of you. I don't want to pull any more cards. Those are the most beautiful cards I've pulled in a long time. There's no layers to get through there, is there? So just stay balanced, heart-centered, feel beautiful, which is hard for me because of the DM. I'm like, damn it. And unite. And it's not on me, it's on you. If you can't be heart-centered and create your reality from that, that's not on me, my friends. But I can give you all the tools you need. Okay? It has to be your journey. It has to be from you. Alright? And that means bypassing others' expectations of you. If you're karmics and other people don't understand why you're doing what you do, you can't let that deter you. They're not where you are. Soul warriors, spirit warriors, God's tribe. Those are the ones who are willing to see beyond and do the work to get there. It's not easy. It's self-work. Okay? Spiritual school is self-work. It's self-development. That's how you rise in God's light and in unconditional love. If it was just handed out freely, we'd all be in trouble. You have to earn that shit. You earn that shit by opening up your heart and surrendering to spirit, not to people. Okay? So much love to all of you. I hope you have a beautiful Thursday. This was my twin flame video today, and I felt it was very, very, very important. And I will focus a lot on the twin flames. And maybe someday my DM would like to give a message like this. Maybe. You never know. At this point, I'd be afraid of all you people too, though. It's scary because people judge and it hurts. So much love to all of you. I hope you have a great day. Let's rock this ascension. There is big things coming our way. Till next time. Hasta la vista.